Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be reviewing The Last Book You'll Ever Read, number 2. This is from Vault Comics. It is written by Cullen Bunn with art by Leila, Leiz, colors by Giada, Marchisio, and letters by Jim Campbell. Now, if you remember, we were able to get this book in advance last month and read issue number 1. So here we are again reading issue number 2. We were also able to get this in advance. So thank you very much to Vault and the team working behind this because, I really like this book. I like the story a lot. And so I'm really glad I get to read it a little early. So that's how we get this advanced review. So as far as the book goes, we have Olivia Kade and the cross-country tour for her book kicks off and is immediately met with resistance. The public lashes out against her treatise on the collapse of society, and it is Connor Wilson's job, who you can see here in the panel, to keep her safe as the events surrounding the tour grow more violent and more surreal and even more horrific. Connor can't help but to wonder, is Olivia's book bringing about strange changes in the world? So I think that's what's really cool about this book, that there's a pretty clear sense that something amiss is going on. Like, this isn't a normal book. There's something going on here. Now, whether the author is consciously causing this stuff or not, and let's go into some of the art too and some of the panels. So here we can see the book tour and some of the events that we were talking about with just some protest and violence. I love this panel up here because you can kind of see that sometimes some of the protesters don't really look normal, especially this individual at the bottom that says burn the books or whatever it may be. It almost looks like fangs. And we can kind of see that I like all the askew angles, like the little, everything's kind of tilted or up close. Very, very, it really gives the book a feeling of unease as we get through the story. So as like I mentioned, the book tour continues, and here's another example of those angles that I talked about, that I think the art team, like Leiz and Marchisio, are just really killing it with both the pencils and the colors. I love this angle of Connor with, like, as you investigate, obviously you have a sense of unease. But this is just a bookstore, right? So there shouldn't be anything that's too threatening. Now, I don't have a lot of panels of art because this is a more mature book. So I don't want to put any of that stuff on YouTube, that might get the video taken down. But this is definitely a more adult, more mature read. But the story, the mystery keeps evolving, and it's fantastic. The artwork is superb. Like, I need to look for more books with Leila Leiz on pencils because I'm really enjoying this. I love the character designs. I love the way they look, the tension that some of these panels just bring. It makes it for a really, really interesting story. So I definitely recommend this. Hopefully I'll get to keep reading this book in advance. If not, I'll definitely just keep buying it whenever it's released. This should be out the week of the 8th of September. So head to your comic book shop or wherever you get your digital comics. This gets a 2 thumbs up for me. So go pick it up. And thanks for watching. Remember to share, like, subscribe. Leave us a comment if you've read this book or if you're interested in reading it. Leave me a comment in the bottom. We definitely much appreciate that. Remember to hit the bell so you know when we go live most Sundays. And check out our Patreon. We have a Patreon in the description. It just kind of helps with some of the expenses of running the channel. And then there's rewards every month. We pick one of our patrons and we send them a little piece of media from our collections. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.